Hello, Coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting stories. We start with Lamine Yamal as Barca hope to close the renewal of the Wonderkid until 2026 with a 1 billion euros release clause. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Secondly, in this episode, talking about defender Inigo Martinez as his injury is not getting better. The Barca summer arrival is unlikely to return before September. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the push bell notification to always stay notified. Whenever I post a new video, consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. On Tuesday night, when Barcelona faced Tottenham Hotspur in the Joan Gamper Trophy match, a new star was born in the form of Lamine Yamal. The 16-year-old Masia wonderkid has already been touted as a special player with great potential, glimpses of which were seen last season and earlier in pre-season in the USA. But the way Yamal completely changed the course of the game in the last 10 minutes or so against Tottenham after coming on as a substitute was nothing short of breathtaking. Yamal assisted the equalizing goal scored by Ferran Torres and then had a hand in each of Barca's last two strikes that came back from 2-1 down to win 4-2. Given that Yamal turned 16 last month, he became eligible to sign his first professional contract, which had sparked interest from several top clubs across Europe. However, Barcelona have reached a pre-agreement with the 16-year-old Wizkid over a contract extension, but a full confirmation and an official announcement of the same has not been completed yet. Now, Sport is reporting that Barca hope to close Yamal's renewal until 2026 at the earliest possible. The club also wants to insert a mammoth 1 billion euros release clause in that arrangement. As per the rules, the Blaugrana can offer only a 3-year contract to Yamal, who is still underage player, and despite what reports have said previously, the deal is yet to be fully finalized with the player's agent George Mendes. Given how the 16-year-old is performing and the fact that he could be set for a bigger role in the first team with Dembele now gone, Barca will be aiming to get it done and dusted at the earliest possible. Of course, they really need to. I think Yamal have shown some huge promise to the Barca fans of what he's got. And yesterday's performance, I think, was absolutely top notch. Top notch. We saw instant impacts from a player who left the bench and did something that, I mean, nobody saw it coming. Yamal is a player to keep an eye on. Xavi should know that, and I definitely hope that we should get to see Lamine Yamal more often next season. I think this guy is a special talent that the coaching staff needs to groom him very well to make him to be a top class. It's been a while that we saw some good successful players from La Masia becoming superstars. It's been a while and we need that. Yamal is showing the promising signs, the potential of becoming a skilled player, and he's doing that. At the age of just 16, what he did yesterday, no, you hardly see players of that age doing that in a professional match. Yamal was outstanding, and when we were 2-1 down, he entered, and of course, he changed the game. He gave direct assist to Ferran Torres' equalizer, and the other two goals that won us the game, Yamal had a direct hand in those goals, which is absolutely brilliant. Of course, there have been a lot of talk about the player's future at Barca, extending his contract as soon as he turned 16, which was last month. He was 16 years old. So Barcelona are now very happy and they want to really extend his contract. But according to the rules, 3 years maximum. They cannot extend it more than 3 years because he is still underage. That is why they cannot give him more than 3 years. But Barca are okay with that because even after that 3 years, they will now give it a very long-term contract. That is if the player continues to impress, which I believe he will. which I believe he will do it. So, of course, the player should extend. As Xavi have said it, he really counts on the player for next season. Yamal will be featuring in some games next season, and we hope that he continues to impress us exactly like the way he did yesterday, which was outstanding. Outstanding. He was at the end, normally, even though Frankie de Jong took the man of the match, but when we look at the most talked about player was Lamine Yamal. He was the most talked about because his instant impact from the bench was nothing but brilliant, which I think is something great to watch. And of course, we just have to keep an eye and see how he does in the upcoming season. His contract still pending. Barcelona have already agreed pre-agreement with the players' camp. Josh Mendes is the players' agent, and we all know the kind of good relationship Josh Mendes have with the Barcelona board, so it won't be a problem. I'm talking about the terms that they will come to in relation to Yamal's contract. Then on to the next story of discussion. Barcelona's summer acquisition, Inigo Martinez, is not expected to return from his injury before September, according to Sergi Capdevila for Spanish publication Sport. The 32-year-old veteran joined Barca from Athletic Bilbao on a free transfer this summer, signing a 2-year deal until 2025 with a €400 million release clause. However, despite being at the club since early July, the player is here to train with his new teammates as he continues to recover from a foot injury that he sustained since last season. The fascia injury is complicated. It lasts for a while, but I'm feeling much better, he said. I feel a big improvement. I'm taking the next steps. I was told that there was no hurry to run, that I had to recover. Good feelings, and soon I hope to do things with my team. So, what is the situation like now? It has already been established that Martinez will miss season opener against Getafe on Sunday, August 13. As far as his return is concerned, it only depends on how the sensations are, as his injury is quite delicate, to say the least. As for now, the footballer continues to walk alone, and the reason why he has not been given the green signal from the medical team is that he had surgery at the end of last season to help alleviate the pain. It is very logical to think that since he's already ruled out of the opener and is still training alone, it will take him at least a couple of weeks after he begins training with the rest of the team to return to full fitness. It is not to say that Martinez's injury was hidden from Barca. In fact, the Blaugrana knew about the persisting problems and what they were getting into while signing the 32-year-old. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.